What's going on, guys? This is Agent15 here, and welcome to an unboxing video. Today we are unboxing the Nintendo Switch Lite Zacian and Zamazenta edition. Alright, so it seems that I'm finally glad to be back into the swing of making videos, and why not start off with a special limited edition Nintendo Switch Lite. Now, I'm not going to be showing my face in this video, so instead I'm just going to go ahead and actually do the unboxing. Now, we are 6 days away from Pokemon Sword and Shield, and I got Pokemon Sword, because Team Sword, but if I have any Shield friends here, I would love to do a trade. Now let's go ahead and get started with the unboxing. To first start off, this box is pretty small. Lot smaller than I thought. I mean, I've seen the box at GameStop before, just the box, but not, I've never held a Switch Lite yet. It's been a few months since it's released, but I don't know anyone who has a Switch Lite yet, besides from one person that I watched that streams. So I'll go ahead and just actually open this. So I'll go ahead and just take this out, and here it is. The actual Switch Lite in the box itself. Looks very nicely packed. I'll go ahead and take it out, and my god, this thing is small. Sorry, it's not facing the camera correctly. Just adjust a little bit, and my god, here it is. Let's take it out of the wrapping, and wow, this thing is really small, and I love the way I can just feel it in my hand. It's beautiful. The buttons feel really different. Oh, and the buttons actually feel in the way that I want it to feel. The buttons feel a little different, but I actually want it to feel like this. I actually thought when I first got the Switch, the buttons would feel like this. Like, it's more pushy compared to the actual Joy-Cons. So, like, if I were to, I have trouble focusing, but if I were to do a comparison to the right Joy-Con here, you could probably hear the difference when it comes to button clicking. So, I'll give it a test. I don't know if you heard that loud enough, but either way, yeah, it feels different. So it feels a lot smaller, and in fact, I'll go ahead and pull out my other Switch, my normal Switch, and do a comparison. So let's go ahead and just clip this here. And then, now, from what people have told me, it's basically just the screen of the Switch and a right Joy-Con to just do a size comparison. It's also pretty small, so if I were to go ahead and just place them on the table here and then do a little bit of a desk comparison, you can probably tell a major difference between the two. Now let's take a look at the aesthetics of the Switch Lite itself. Now, as you can probably see, this is a special limited edition, so this is different from the other colors, and if I were to look at the back, we got Zacian and Zamazenta on the back, and it looks really well done. I love it. I just love how it feels. Now on the back, there is no kickstand, as you can see, but we do have a micro SD card slot, and I have one that'll be on its way tomorrow, but in the meantime, I'll just have to stick with system storage. On the bottom here, we have where you can plug in your USB-C port, and on the top, you can put in a game cartridge, and I have two cartridges ready for testing, so I don't have to download a game, though some games do require downloading. And now it's time to go ahead and actually power the system on. So just turning on, it does the usual Switch boots. Gosh, I missed this boot screen. Okay, so here is the setup. I'm going ahead and just get through the setup, and I'll get back to this in a little bit. Alright, well, I completed setup. I wasn't able to link my Nintendo account because this thing requires an update, but setup is already complete, so let's go to the home menu. Alright, here it is. Pretty cool. Now I don't really have, now my Nintendo account is not linked yet, because a system update is required, and I'm probably just gonna go update this right now, so I'll be back in a bit. Alright, so I have finished linking my accounts, and alongside that, now I'm able to download save data for any of my games I play, along with downloading most of my digital games. Now, if for anyone who knows me personally, you should probably already know that I download my games digitally. I always play my games digitally, but there are times where I do get physical copies, and I indeed have two of them right here so that we don't have to worry about waiting to download. I set it to dark mode and lower the brightness so that we can also focus on the design itself. Now let's go ahead and test some games on it. And we are going to start with Breath of the Wild. So let's go ahead and just pop this right in, and I assume it probably will require an update as well. So yeah, it requires an update, and alongside that I still need to also download my save data. But afterwards, let's go ahead and play. Alright, and here is Breath of the Wild running on Nintendo Switch Lite. And as you expect, it has pretty much the same performance as a normal Switch, and it runs really well. Pretty cool for a portable console, like a much smaller console compared to the normal variant of the Switch. So here I am just playing Breath of the Wild as usual. This is like post-game, so I haven't played this game in a while, but I thought I'd just show a demo. Pretty much everything I do everything I do is probably going to be unsaved anyways, unless it auto-saves. And here we go again. So probably due to the nature of how large the games are, I decided not to download them and went with something smaller, so Tetris 99 it is. Plus there is a Pokemon event going on, so that basically makes a lot more sense to play Tetris 99 on the Switch Lite, knowing this is a special limited edition Switch Lite. So here you go. It runs pretty well, even though I need to get used to the D-pad here, because I prefer the Joy-Cons with the separate D-pads only for this game. I mean, I do like the fact that we have our actual D-pad, but when it comes to Tetris, it just doesn't go well for me, and as typical, I'm already being targeted. This is not good. Hold on. Yeah, bruh, not even 2 seconds in battle, I'm already targeted, and this is just not well. Either I'm bad at Tetris, or it's just the way Tetris 99 is, or just I just can't play while talking, and it's simple as that. Moving on to the next game though. Now of course, I didn't want to end off this video without playing some Pokemon, since this is after all a Pokemon design console. So right now I am running Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, and I'm going to get into a wild battle with a Tentacool. So pretty much it's going to use it's still going to use motion sensors, but you pretty much just press A to catch the Pokemon, since the Joy-Cons are not detachable. However, motion controls are still enabled if you, let's say, decide to use wireless controllers or even the Pokeball Plus, which yes I have, but I'm not going to pull it out since I'm just demonstrating the Switch Lite rather than, you know, the Pokeball. Of course, I cannot end this video without first doing some Smash. So lately, as you probably already know, Smash Ultimate is one of my favorite games on Switch, and it's currently my major interest when it comes to video game wise. Like pretty much when it comes to any video game, I'll just play Smash because it's the one thing I'm very interested in. So it's weird how I'm talking and trying to do combos at the same time, but I mean, hey, that's just me, I guess. But anyways, Smash runs pretty well, even for a small system, and it's very satisfying to just play all together on Switch Lite compared to the normal Switch. And I'm gonna do Joker's all-out attack because, come on, I want Persona 5 on Switch. I mean, we are getting Persona 5 Scramble, but I mean, a man can dream, right? And of course, let's not forget YouTube, because not only would the Switch Lite be great as a portable gaming device, but a portable media device. And especially when you want to take a break from games in order to just watch some YouTube or even Hulu. Now, since there's no kickstand, you would basically have to hold the device or find somewhere for it to stand, which can be difficult, but I did get an accessory for that reason. So if anything, I have an accessory coming in tomorrow that should allow me, like, it's a case that also has a kickstand, so hopefully that should help with some of that issues. One last thing I forgot to mention is that if you're going to be using the Switch Lite for portable reasons, you should definitely set it as the primary console. As yes, you can share games, but if you use your second Switch at home or your original Switch more often while it's online, then definitely set it as a secondary console. Because if you are currently playing that game on your Switch Lite, it'll automatically suspend it on the second Switch. And on top of that, games cannot be played without you being online if it's the secondary Switch. So the only thing you can do is set your Switch Lite to primary. So it would definitely be helpful. Now, for real, let's get to the final review. So for my final review, I think this Switch Lite is pretty nice. Now, this is my first time owning a Switch Lite, so I'm just doing a basic review just based off the Switch Lite and whether or not you should get it. But this is a beautiful design, and fun fact, this is not my first Pokemon console. as I also have a 3DS based off the Sun and Moon design. So this is the Solgaleo and Lunala 3DS that I have bought back in 2016, and this is still forever my favorite 3DS. Now yes, you see some scratches and some bumps, but that's just all part of aging when it comes to technology. And putting this alongside the Zacian and Zamazenta Switch, it looks really nice, and pretty much nice for opposite colors, but it just brings me back memories just taking a look at this console and playing Sun and Moon with my friends. So just getting a new Pokemon console, it just feels great in time for the new Pokemon games. Alongside even opening up my 3DS and playing Pokemon games, it just brings me back to the old times I had in high school playing Pokemon. Now, I am ready for Pokemon Sword and Shield, and I went, of course, with Team Sword because, well, why not? I still have my massive library of games here, and unfortunately, I could not fit all of them on my Switch Lite due to how massive the library is and how it would not fit. I also would basically archive some games in order to fit, but I'll just keep with these titles here, and I'm eventually gonna get Pokemon Sword on this system as well. But it's a great console nonetheless. Now would I recommend this console? That depends on what you think. Now this is great as a secondary console for when you don't really want to bring the original one with you. Now yes, the original Switch is just as portable, but for me, so when I don't carry it in a case, and there are times where I'd rather just carry it but without the case, I would have to separate the Joy-Cons and just put the Switch in one pocket and Joy-Cons in the other, which probably explain why in the world this thing has a little bit of damage. I mean, it's not too much damage, but you can probably notice some scratches and screen issues. I mean, you would probably have to see this thing in real life to take a look at the issues of it, but it still functions as a perfectly fine console. Now, it's great for when you just want to use this as a portable console for like quick traveling purposes. I'm just going to use this for like work and like at home. While my normal Switch I'll bring to school and I'll use at home here. Now why school is because we have a bunch of TVs at the school that we can just plug it in and basically enjoy Smash. But getting back to what I said, if you want a special portable console that you want to take with you at ease, or if you're very strict on a budget and you want to have the full Switch experience or somewhat of a Switch experience but without paying too much, this is perfect. Now for those that are unaware about the Switch Lite, just keep in mind you cannot plug these things into the TV, there's no kickstand, and you can't detach Joy-Cons unlike the normal Switch. But I do recommend this console. It's very light, very sleek, and it still runs games very, very well. And for this design, oh my god, I almost dropped it, but for this design, it looks very sick for this for the Switch Lite, and I definitely would recommend it if you're looking for a Switch Lite and you need a nice design, and if you're a very big Pokemon fan. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching my review. It's been such a while since I last made a video, and I'm glad to finally get back into making these videos. Starting with this one, I am likely going to be streaming Pokemon Sword on my channel. I don't know yet, I'm thinking about it. I just need the right streaming technology, but I'll keep you guys updated. If you like this video, don't forget to smash the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of my videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.